Hello, future doctors. Welcome to our NEET 2026 Physics Hard Numerical Challenge. Today, we tackle the toughest concepts to boost your score. Question 1. A body starts from rest and accelerates at 2 meters per second squared for 5 seconds. Can you find its final velocity? Look at the options on your screen. Take a moment. Here is a hint. Try using the first equation of motion, v equals u plus at. Since it starts from rest, initial velocity u is 0. Multiplying acceleration by time gives us 10 meters per second. Easy, right? Question 2. If a force is applied perpendicular to the displacement, how much work is actually being done by that force? Think about the angle involved here. The hint is work equals force times displacement times cosine theta. What is cosine of 90 degrees? Exactly, it is 0. Since cosine 90 is 0, no work is done. This is a classic conceptual trap in NEET exams. Question 3. In current electricity, what is the mathematical relationship defined by Ohm's law? Observe the circuit carefully. Remember the relation between voltage, current, and resistance. A hint, V is directly proportional to I. V equals I times R. This linear relationship is fundamental. If you double the voltage, the current doubles, provided resistance stays constant. Moving to modern physics. Question 4. How do we calculate the energy contained in a single photon of light? Hint. The energy depends on the frequency of the radiation. Use Planck's constant in your calculation. The energy E is equal to h times nu, where nu is the frequency. This is the cornerstone of quantum physics. Question 5. Let's look at gravitation. Does the acceleration due to gravity increase or decrease as you move to a higher altitude? Hint. Think about the distance from the center of the Earth. Remember the inverse square law. It decreases. As distance r increases, g follows the inverse square law and drops. That's why you feel lighter far from Earth. Question 6. Rotational motion. What is the standard SI unit for measuring angular velocity? Hint. It is based on the angle swept per unit time. Think in terms of radians, not just degrees. The answer is radians per second. Always ensure you convert revolutions per minute to radians per second in your numericals. Question 7. Thermodynamics. Calculate the change in internal energy if 100 joules of heat is added and 40 joules of work is done. Hint. Use the first law of thermodynamics. Delta U equals Q minus W. Be careful with the signs. 100 minus 40 gives us 60 joules. The internal energy of the system increases because more heat was added than work performed. Question 8. Wave motion. What is the fundamental relation connecting wave velocity, frequency, and wavelength? Hint. Velocity is the product of frequency and wavelength. Think about the units of each parameter. The answer is V equals FF times lambda. This relationship is vital for solving both light and sound wave problems. Question 9. Electrostatics. By what factor does the force between two charges change if the distance between them is doubled? Hint. Coulomb's law states force is inversely proportional to the square of the distance. Calculate 1 over 2 squared. The force becomes 1/4 of its original value. Doubling the distance significantly weakens the electrostatic attraction or repulsion. Last one. Question 10. In the photoelectric effect, which property of light determines whether electrons are emitted from a metal surface? Hint. It is not the intensity, but the energy of individual photons. Recall the concept of threshold frequency. It is the frequency. Only light with a frequency higher than the threshold frequency can eject electrons. Great job finishing this challenge. That concludes our session for today. Keep practicing these numericals and you will master NEET physics. See you in the next part.